Because like I said, life is not always perfect. Every now and then we find ourselves in a situation that we just rather not be facing. It could be a situation in which you face temptation. See, every single one of us have been in that moment. In fact, the first time we give into temptation, we often think, I'm sure this isn't that big of a deal. If I give in just this once, it's going to be okay. I can always walk away at any time. At least that's what we think. But the reality is we know it's not quite that simple. See, after the first time we give in to that temptation, the next time we face that same challenge in our life, it's a little bit more difficult to do the right thing. And we begin to give in to those temptations again and again and start going down the wrong path until after a while, what began as a small temptation can actually grow to become an addiction in our life. See, this morning you could be facing something like that. Something that you thought was small long ago, but now seems to be holding you captive. See, the truth is that for none of us is our life perfect. We all face different challenges along the way. Sometimes the challenge that we face is a financial challenge within your ministry, within your home, where you're doing your best to make wise choices and do everything the right way. But just about the moment you think you're finally moving forward, something else happens that sets you 2 steps back. And you feel like that's holding you back from doing all that maybe God wants you to do. See, sometimes we face those kind of challenges in life. Sometimes what we face is simply that feeling of being treated unfairly. See, you're doing your best to live your life the right way, the way you're supposed to. But often the people around you don't necessarily encourage you to live that way. And that, in fact, they can put you down for what it is that you do. Even in your own ministry, you can feel like things often are just simply not fair. See, that could be a challenge, an obstacle that seems to surround you in your life today. In fact, often, it's more than simply being treated unfairly. Often the obstacle, the challenge that you could even experience in your life is abuse. That people have said and done things that should never have been said, should never have been done. It could be something that you're walking through even at this moment in your life, or something that happened long ago that still, for whatever reason, seems to hold you captive. See, in life, there are often different types of challenges. Sometimes there's those big things we face, and sometimes in life, it's just all the little things. You ever been in one of those seasons of life where it just feels like if anything can go wrong, it does? And it just always happens to you. You just kind of wonder, why is it that things never go my way? Why is it that I can just never seem to get a break? See, as you come to this gathering, I know that sometimes we're experiencing different things in our home life. Sometimes it can be a situation within your marriage, with your kids, with your parents. Some sort of struggle that your family is facing that you just never thought you'd experience or go through, but now you are. See, often we face different obstacles. See, at times you could even be facing a physical challenge. Maybe that word cancer has become more real in your life. Or even there's something else physically that you're just wondering if you can continue in your ministry with everything it is that you're facing. You see, life at times can reach a point that we begin to doubt that God can really still do things in our life. See, you maybe even came to this gathering with a simple attitude that you needed to either retire or refire. Because it feels like with one thing on top of another, you're still not sure. Does God still have a plan and a purpose for your life? But sometimes in life, at least we reach a point that we look around and say, you know what, as bad as things are, at least now I know that they can't get worse. But it's often in those moments that it does. We begin to feel those pressures bearing down on us even more. That treatment that we thought we were maybe freed from rises up again. We begin to experience that financial challenge, and it's even a little bit worse than it was the last time. That sickness has come back. See, often in life, we face some difficult obstacles, and we've never been promised that life would be perfect. The amazing truth is that we have been given a promise. And that promise is that no matter what we face in this world, there is someone who will walk with us every single step of the way. No matter what circumstances we're surrounded by, there is something greater that can cover and surround us. And that, of course, is the grace and healing found only in Jesus. See, apart from him, we can do nothing. But with him, we can be set free from each